There we go. Hey, Paul, what's up? How you doing? Yes, a long time no see. Then, of course, my laptop wants to be retarded. We're doing good. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Dinah, how you doing? Yeah, I'll be trying to do some more lives now. Again, because I had to leave my full-time job due to it killing my freaking back. So, be able to try to squeeze some in during the week. About like tonight, one of our associates at the convenience store gas station I work at part-time, her kid's sick, so I work in her night shift, which is the same hours I normally work, the 10 to 6. So, other than that, we're good.
We're good, Paul. Can't see his stickers.
Oh, that's because you're over there. Right here. I put one up there. I had to overlap it a little bit because I didn't want it dangling off the bottom. So, because the signal's being weird. But no, I really haven't been on YouTube very much at all. Besides, like, stopped in the years to one night. Stopped in the Wayne's for a few. Riches, but typically don't stay on. And then I've been so freaking tired lately that when I ain't working, all I want to do is sleep. So I've been trying to catch up on that.
And of course, Wayne's been going live like 11:30 almost.
Oh yeah, Wayne was live at like 11:30 last night. It's like, holy crap, what is he doing live this late?
Right.
But yeah, I haven't really been on. Just watching shorts, that's about it. But I already took a nap before work, so I figured I'd come on for an hour or two. Then I gotta get ready for work. Which Jonathan's gonna go down and sit with me for the 8 hours. Which sometimes he does. What the hell do you want, Fluffy? Hey yo, Mother.
Hello, Mother.
What are you doing, Ma? Are you home or are you over at Horty Hayes?
Oh, yeah.
And how would your lunch?
Yeah, that's about right. Ask you that.
I'm having a hot flash. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna say another window is open.
No, it's just because I have a t-shirt on and drinking coffee.
He wasn't last night, Paul. He was complaining about trolls or whatever. Like I said, last few times that he's went live has been like 11:30 at night. You know, Wayne's all right, but yeah, his live last night was a little weird. Because I forgot he works.
Mom's in the driveway. Oh, so you were at Hordahays, just your home now.
She hanging out in the driveway.
We must have had another windstorm when we were laying down because my friend Stacy posted on Facebook that a tractor trailer rolled over on 38 in Fultonville. And that was, well, probably almost 2 hours ago now. How's the weather been over in England lately? We've been hot for the most part, and then we're supposed to get rain, which the garden's desperately needed. And Ma, there's a couple plants tomato plants that you're gonna have to fix.
Yeah, the
jugs like knocked them over from the wind. Not all of them. There's a couple. The back ones got it worse because when I went out last night, the door was blown open.
like 5 or 6 of them. They were tipped over.
Yeah, on the back side there, on the back row. Everything else looked okay.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not very warm. I don't remember what 17 degrees Celsius is in Fahrenheit. Hey Siri, what's 7 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
17.
Whatever. Well, 7's 44, so it's only in the 50s. Yeah, that's a little chilly. I don't want. Well, we still get in the 50s at night, which is good because I hate when it's 62.6. Well, that's still chilly.
62 degrees.
I mean, here after you get dealing with 20 below zero when it's 62, it feels nice. But when it's been as hot as it is, 62 feels cool.
And they're talking about another 3 days of rain.
Yeah, I don't know.
Meaning, it's got to get sunny out again, so we can take that tree out for now. Get all that cleared out.
It's supposed to rain again until Sunday. And then the day we go up camping, it's going to be 80 with 57% chance of rain, but it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go camping. We're going to leave here on the 14th and then come back the 17th. Get away for a couple days. I don't even care about fishing. I just let it go away, sit by the fire. Smell like campfire.
Heck yeah.
But ain't really been doing too much. Just working. And then, of course, lately, all the freaking 3 stores that, well, my old store and then my old manager's store.
Probably not with marshmallows, Paul.
Hey, I thought about getting some graham crackers and Hershey's and marshmallows.
Yeah.
They got to be burnt.
Oh, you like yours like a charcoal briquette?
Yeah.
Watch them burn?
Yeah, one time I almost stuck it in my mouth on fire.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
No, I blew it out, but there's still like a little flame on it. I didn't see it until it was like right here.
Yeah, that would have ended badly.
Yeah, my lips would look like my back.
Yeah. More.
Last Saturday we put the garden in, and I had one of these shirts on. Wasn't even thinking about the sun because it was freaking hot, and my back, it's like by my one incision, it's like all blistered.
Yeah, in between your shoulder blades is like raw.
Almost like second degree burns.
Randy, no, lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
But for the most part, it's been nice. Said last night we had freaking straight line winds, and then they were talking about.
Get out of
I
here.
think it was a storm that came across us in Otsego County. It wasn't really a tornado, but there was rotation, but it had like just a rotation that came down, but they didn't classify it as a tornado. But the way the winds freaking were here last night, it wouldn't surprise me if there was one somewhere out here.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying, because, like I said, the first time that you looked out, when me and Ma were sitting here, I heard that tree snap.
Well, it could have been that one too.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I said, I heard it snap because it was loud. Surprised Tony's not in here.
He might be. I don't know. He might have taken a nap. Because he left earlier. Like, we're going to take a nap. He's like, it's 8:30 in the morning. Of course, he's an hour behind us. And I'm like, us old people need a nap. Oh, he's getting big. I don't get to see him very often now that she moved back with the baby daddy. But he's getting big.
What, dude?
Let me see if I can find the one video of him. He's playing with a shower curtain.
Hey, girl.
But yeah, he rolls over. Let's see if I can find the one video. But yeah, he's getting big.
Rolls over.
Got his tongue sticking out. But the way he squirms around, I told Brett he's gonna be crawling soon. But he's got the cutest little expression to his face.
What, dude? Ouch. Will you calm down?
Oh, that's the other one's the tiger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on the 18th of last month, we had to put our big gray cat down, Tiger. I didn't let him do all the testing, but pretty sure that she had stage 4 kidney disease, like little baby did, because she was fine, and then all of a sudden, I want to say like a week's time, she just withered away to nothing. Like she was just all just bone and skin, and dehydrate. She could like barely move. She'd like get up and lay down, and they gave her a bolus IV fluids because put them down they have to have the IV anyway. So I told her to give her fluid and see if that
Helped her.
would pepper up or anything like that, but it didn't help. So I just told him to put her down. So I didn't want her to suffer, and with baby, mom and I were doing the IV bolus at home under her skin, and that wasn't helping. You could just see it in her eyes that she just had enough. And baby and I, we were connected like a lot. I mean, Bear and I am too, but baby and I were really connected. So it was just hard. Just like it's never easy having to do that.
No, it wasn't.
But to me, it's no worse than watching, a family member. Oh, are those the ones you're sending me, Paul?
What, fishing rod?
I need some of them in my tackle box, Paul.
She wants the ones in gold.
But I can't watch a video right now, Paul. Because knowing you, it's something of perversion. All on Amazon. Well, I know like the headlamp that I sold or sent to Stuart there. You can't get on your guys' side of Amazon because he wanted one for Richard there, and couldn't get it on there on your guys' side. Which is weird because you think with Amazon being as big as they are, it wouldn't matter what the hell country you are. You think you'd be able to get the same things. I just know, like, I think your guys' charging stuff is different than ours. But it's just crazy that it's not the same. I haven't even heard from Bruto Bob or seen him anywhere lately. I think the last time I seen him in a live was a week or two ago. I think he was in Elliott's the one day. I'm not sure. Like I said, I really haven't been watching anybody's stuff on here. It's like I said, even like the past probably 2 weeks, all I want to do is sleep when I'm home. So like we weren't even spending any time together. It's like I'm home, I sleep, get up, go to work.
She's home, we sleep.
Yeah, that's the thing. I found her and her brother socks out in my dad's old ham radio trailer because we had some of the stuff we used to take camping back when I was, a teenager and a kid. So I used some of that stuff, and I thought they were freaking rats at first, and I was getting ready to like stomp on them, and I seen the little pointed ear, and I looked down, and there were two kittens, and Mom had seen a mama cat carrying a kitten down the road, so we assumed that it was a young mama cat, and it was probably just too much with all of them, and you could tell that the mother wasn't with them because both of them were dehydrated. Tiger, she was nursing him at some point because it was like dried all over her face. It took me probably like 2 weeks to get like all the crusty stuff off her face, and we bottle fed them. Have to get up every 2 hours to give them a bottle, which Britt and her boyfriend at the time, Brandon, did that, and then I'd watch them and have him down here at me. And we had him in a huge, huge cardboard box. But yeah, so she'd have been
Hey,
she'd
Sam.
have been 5
Hey,
this
Christine.
month. Hey Christine, hey Sammy, how you guys doing? So yeah, she wasn't even 5 years old. And she'd always, like I said, she was fine. That was the weird part of it. But like I said, hey CK, how you doing? Safe trip home. I'm doing good, Christine. Just cut down my job profile to 1 for now. Yep, good in the hood. Have a good day, CK. Thanks for stopping in.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll be doing lives more. Just with both jobs working nights, I get home and I can't. The hard part is I don't physically actually sleep. My body just goes through the motions, so that's why I'm always freaking exhausted. But anyways, I get home 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, somewhere in there, depending on how much freight we had, and sleep for a couple hours, and then I'm up, and then lay down for a couple more hours before work, and oh, it wasn't a different time zone, Paul. We're in the same time zone. Yes, Mr. Bear.
It's the same. It's the same time zone here, Paul, as it was in Michigan.
He needs to be shaved again.
I didn't see you bring your pillow over.
Been here since
Oh yeah.
when you laid down that night, I gave it to you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm glad you did, Christine. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get in some more lives because I've definitely missed everybody. And going live for so long and then you don't, and it just feels weird because it's out of the norm.
Yeah. You noticed that too?
Well,
Hey, weird. That. Let's see, what was the last time we went live? Was it, what, a month ago?
all right, sounds good, Christine. Yes, definitely keep in touch. And my lives are always scheduled ahead of time, and I do that just so everybody knows. And it's just easier for me to plan them instead of just doing a spur of the moment. Oh, we go out to the car and grab one of my banana fills.
Yeah. Ooh, watch out there. Madonna Phil?
Yeah, nice stay awake. Well, I know it was right after we got home, but then we did one in Michigan, and then we did the fishing part with Rich, which was hard after the first one because his phone had gotten wet, and so it was easier for him to just do it on his side, and plus he does it on the shorts feed, which I see a lot of people are starting to do now. Which I mean, for me, that would be okay. If we went fishing, to do it on the shorts feed. Just doing it from the phone, which I'll have to ask Rich because I've never done it that way. And I don't even think I've ever done an actual YouTube live. I don't know, because I like StreamYard and the option to have a panel, option to have somebody up here with you.
You got one left in there?
No, I have a whole another bottle.
I just seen the one there. Sitting down filled with the blue.
Yeah, I had a couple in the one bottle, but I just picked that other script up.
Yeah.
Which might have fallen on the floor because I didn't have my purse up shit.
Yeah, it's probably on the floor, but
no. Ugh. I mean, I like to do a fishing line, but I had to get my fishing license, but I got other stuff going on right now. So I ain't worried about that part of it. I know Rich wants to do a fishing line, but here, it's not easy to like get your ID or get your license or anything because the state requires 6 points of documents. Like your birth certificate doesn't even count for like a point. So like your social security card is only 2 points. And then you can only have certain other documents, and most of those are only 1 point. And on the paperwork, it says, oh yeah, you can use an out-of-state ID, which would give us the 6 points. But then on the other side of the paper, it contradicts itself and says that you can't use it. So it like doesn't make any sense. So trying to get him a New York one is just ridiculous. So if we want to do fishing, I'd have to get a day permit for him for right now.
Well, that's why I want to challenge it, because it's saying that I can use my own license from Michigan as the 4 points, along with my social security card, making it the 6 points. Would be like, how can you contradict yourself saying, yeah, you can use it, and then on the back it's saying, no, you can't. They gotta honor one or the other.
Well, you think so, but it's New York. They don't have to honor anybody.
Yeah.
But hello to the 12 people. Thank you for coming in. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, well, see, the passport, yeah, that counts as part two. But like I said, it's based, all the document is basically to prove who you are. Like, and even we were at Social Security office yesterday, and I felt so bad for this guy. Even for Social Security card, you have to have like proof of like a couple different proofs of who you are. Typically, like with me, I can use my driver's license and my birth certificate, but this poor guy was trying to get an ID.
He's trying to get a social security card.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't give it to him. They would have taken one doctor's paper, but his date of birth wasn't on it. So New York is just, it's one of the states that's like hard to do anything here when it comes to that stuff. Well, here, when you go to like Walmart or even a bait shop or whatever, everything goes in a system for New York. In the same way with your hunting license. So you have to have an ID to put it in the system, and that's what they go by. It's just easier for them to find you. And like now, even to go and get ammo, they run you through a freaking federal background check. I mean, it's getting so ridiculous. Like they used to do it right there on the spot. Like they'd run a background check, and then you could get a firearm or whatever, and then you could get ammo without having to have any type of check. And now they passed it where you have to have the federal background check. I mean, to even get like 22 shells, which is really nothing. The only thing you can buy without it is like pellets and BBs. like airsoft stuff, and that's it. And it'll be a matter of time before they say that you got to have it for all of it. It's just getting ridiculous.
There's going to be a lot of poaching going in.
Well, there's even that. Most everything here is tax.
Oh yeah, it's state tax, county tax.
Well, yeah, they added the county tax now. Like, this was like, I want to say last year I'd gone to the store, and like most time I don't look at my receipt unless I get cash back or whatever. I'll look at it because there was a bunch of scams with a bunch of the stores where they would seriously, Paul. I see deer, I just didn't see that deer. And trust me, when there is no snow on the ground and everything is brown, it's not easy to see a deer. And let me tell you, when you get a deer, because the one year, the neighbor on the other side of us, he had gotten a deer, and the deer come right out in front of me, and I didn't shoot her because I mean it was like literally right there outside the window. And she come across from me, and he came over, and I scared the heck out of him because I was sitting out in the cabin. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, I just shot a doe, and she come running this way. I'm like, yeah, she just walked right in front of me. Oh my gosh, I must have helped him track that freaking deer in our pines for like 2 hours. We never found her because the blood just disappeared. So I don't know if she laid down in the oh yes, I know you guys aren't gonna let me live that down. Because a lot of times, like if you hit like low, like in the guts or whatever, they'll lay down in the mud and stop the bleeding. But yeah, we looked for her for like 2 hours, and with no snow, it is so hard because a lot of the leaves are red, and yeah, we could not find her. I'm like, look, I said, I'm not going to freaking look all damn night for this freaking deer because it was starting to get dark. I said, just choke it up as, you lost it. But that's why even like when I shoot at a deer, if I don't think I can reach it or whatever, I won't shoot at it. Because I don't like injuring anything. I had one deer that I had got back when I was with my kid's father, and I always hurt shoot him. But she went like 200 and some freaking yards. I was like, I wasn't even sure we were gonna find her because typically they don't. I mean, they'll run for a ways, but typically not that far. But eventually we found her. So I don't know where he had got her, but I mean, there is like a lot of blood, and I'm just assuming he gut shot her because of the way that it was. But yeah, his tree stand's not that far from where the cabin is, so when he shoots, it always scares the crap out of me because he's like, I don't even know, maybe like 100 yards, 200 yards from where I'm at. You can't see each other, but that's another reason why like a lot of people around here hunt on state lands. Well, in state land, you have to well, even on your own property, you're supposed to wear at least something orange, either a hat, a vest, whatever. But you never know where anybody is when you're walking in the woods. So that always made me like really weary about hunting state woods. Because there'll just be so many people in there, and like I said, you don't know where they're sitting, you don't know where they're at when you're walking in.
Yeah, everybody wears yellow.
Yeah, but now you have to wear orange.
Yeah. Well, that's like Michigan. During gun season, you had to wear an orange vest and or one of the two. But it was predominantly you had to have 50% of your body had to be orange, so like a vest, orange hunting vest.
Yeah, I always wear an orange hat. I figured that's enough.
Yeah, I ain't got an orange here. Got orange on my one camel hat. That's about it.
But yeah, I can't uh, wait for gardening season. Well, we got the garden in. I just can't wait till we start getting tomatoes and green beans and peas, because then I go out and steal them. Mom's like, "Did you pick the green beans?" I said, "Yep, 2 for me, 1 for the bag." But green beans we normally get a lot of, and then Mom makes dilled dilly beans, she calls them, the dilled pickled green beans. Those are really good. What the hell do you want?
Being a pain in the ass.
It just seems like, I don't know what it is, but summer seems like a blink of an eye and it's gone. And then it's fall and then winter. It just goes by. That's another reason why I want to get a greenhouse built, so that way we can grow all year round, because we use a lot of that stuff, to survive through the winter. He's fine. He always looks my back. Um, just because it saves on buying stuff. And with Mom, we got that Pioneer book. They have a building there for the old time, like Pioneer Days smoker. I'd like to build one of those. Then I ain't gotta waste money going out and buy one. But I know there was one guy that built a smoker out of an old propane gas stove. Another gas stove in the garage to do canning and stuff like that. So Mom don't always have to heat up her house. We can do it out there, set up the table. Just make it a little bit easier. Unless it's, super cold out, then that would be different. Be nice if we had an Indian summer this year. It gives us a little bit longer of a growing season when we do.
Crack open the garage doors while I can.
Oh yeah, I know. They build their own smokers in Alaska. It's basically the same style like the pioneers used. Um, I'd have to look at the book again, but it almost looks like an outhouse. And then you dig a trench and you put the pipe in there, and you build your fire and stuff like that, and then all the smoke just goes through that way. You driving me nuts, dude. You want some dinner? Is that your problem?
He's like, oh, we got to scratch and think about this.
But yeah, I know they do. They smoke a lot of stuff, even for like even for the dogs. They make that I forget how it's called now. There's a special name for it, and they feed their dogs the salmon, bones and all.
Like the head.
No, it's the whole fish. Alright, I'll get you some dinner. John's gonna hold down the fort.
Yeah, I'll hold the fort. Just be right back. The dog is demanding his dinner. That's supposed to splatter an egg in.
I know, but the membranes on them are so freaking thick.
Zora jumping down.
Yeah,
Look like she's dropping straight through the ceiling.
Go there and eat your dinner.
Kid gets fussy. Only eats her food if we put fish with it. Yeah. But she won't eat it at all unless you put fish in her dog food paw.
Stop it. Yes, mother mouth.
Yeah. What kind of fish do you give her, Paul?
Well, Bear, I normally have him on the raw food and then egg and then dry food mixed with it, but I had to start getting a smaller bag of his raw food because it goes quick and then it sours. Now, do you give her fresh tuna? Because if you give her canned tuna, you got to watch that because of the mercury. Let me get more coffee before I fed down my friend.
Oh, because we're running.
No, especially Luna. Yeah, once in a while, if I make up tuna fish or the canned chicken, I'll give the dogs the juice from it, but I don't give them a lot of that stuff. Now, they love raw chicken. They wanted because last night I made ribs, glumpies, and corn on the cob for dinner, and they wanted that. But like Remy, I'll give him a whole raw chicken leg because they can have it raw, just the same way with steak. If I get like the big steaks like tomahawks, I'll cut the bone off and let them have that before I cook it because it's not healthy for them, and plus it makes the bone brittle. Oh yeah, I bet.
Prawns?
Yeah, like shrimp.
Oh,
They're like shrimp. Yeah, I don't know if our boys would like shrimp or not. I mean, Bear probably would, but no, probably Remy too. I mean, he pretty much eats anything. They love vegetables.
yeah.
Like they love raw carrots. Once in a while, I'll give them green beans. They both love cucumbers. Remy, the one year, we're out picking the garden and there was like a little tiny yellow squash, and I had gave that to him, and he'd eat a couple pieces of it, and then he just shredded it all over the ground. And they both like tomatoes. I don't give them a lot of tomatoes because of the acid, but they do like those. And I both like fruit, like oranges, bananas, apples.
He ate all the egg out of his bowl. And he's going back and eating a piece of meat. It's a bit tough too.
But we got this at the gas station because we do a lot of ice cream. Like we sell, make ice cream cones, milkshakes. We'll do a hand pet pint. But we get promotional ice creams like during the summer, during holidays, like Christmas. We'll get this one that's like a candy cane. I don't like the taste of it. But the summertime we have this one that's tropical passion. It's got coconut and then passion fruit, and that is wicked good. And then we got the Boston cream one,
And that one's pretty good.
peanut butter pie,
The peanut butter pie wasn't too bad.
peanut butter pandemonium, which is basically it's almost like Reese's ice cream. And that ice cream is so freaking hard to scoop out. It is a nightmare. Seriously, Paul. I'll drop the link if you want to come up, Paul. Maybe
Oh
the
my
Paul to
God.
come out with a song like that.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey. Oh, mother bringing me a strawberry.
Uh-oh. What do you mean?
Were the tomatoes okay?
Yeah, I just put them.
Yeah. Did you see how they were on the back where they were blown over? Yeah.
But luckily, you know how that tree was the bend that was leaning towards the boy's yard. Luckily, it hit on the bend.
Fresh strawberry.
So it's just like squished on a little tiny bit of the door on the other garden.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get
And miss the pen, except for the branch that.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Because the big part that fell off was the one that was leaning across. Because remember, I was going to pull that one over.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta wait for.
Hi, everybody.
Mother hen in the house.
Gotta wait for it to be sunny and get some gas, so they
Yeah,
can cut
we
that
will.
up. Yeah, because I was gonna take down the rest of it free.
Once we get
That
get
and
cut
the
up.
other one that's leaning.
we'll get them done.
I thought about doing the two dead pines by the trash can too, because when she was saying they were bent way over last
The one
night,
that's over here.
Those two both need to come down by the burner barrel. Yeah.
Yeah, them are the two I was talking about.
And I got a log splitter, so he's all set.
Oh,
I know. Well, we got both our chainsaws. I just
I
got
got
to
my
get
brand new
them.
chainsaw
And
sitting in the
George
garage.
too. He said he'd come over.
I just got to get them filled with the barn.
Big time getting big post into his shed.
Okay. When does he want to do it?
I don't know, but we'll have to make time 20, right?
Yeah,
Well,
just
definitely.
Lapses on.
Just have them let us know. Because
Just
without me working during the week now, unless David needs me to cover or whatever, Jonathan and I can definitely go over and help him with whatever he needs to get done.
Well, yeah, anything father-in-law needs done, all he's got to do is.
Oh, you're good,
Say
Judy.
something.
It's all good.
I love you.
Oh my
The
God,
grandmother loves you.
can get bigger.
Ram.
Get out of the kitty dish. They're not for you. No.
Get back.
Grandma will beat the hinder. Get in the bed. Go on.
All right, Paul. I kind of figured that when I looked at it.
All right. Talk to
I
you
did
later.
feed the chickens. I didn't go in the big coop to see if there were eggs or not.
All right, we can do that.
Are you going to Gramps?
No.
Okay.
It's my weekend off.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Hang on a second.
Going to the window.
I think this is.
Hey, Rich, how you doing? We're talking to the mother.
You don't want no stockings because they taste like freaking livers.
Oh,
From the alfalfa pellets. Makes them taste nasty.
Where
they
was
are
that
stocked.
place we used to go? The hatchery,
Van Hornsville.
where we could go and you could look it up in
Van
the big
Hornsville.
things.
The bowling alley was here, the big pond was here, and you went up in, and that's where the hatchery was.
You
Because
get
they
that.
used to let them out in the stream.
Yeah, because we would go up in there feeding them the pellets, and they had like the little tiny ones and all the different
Yep,
sizes
all the
going on.
What the
fingerlings.
hell's the one that's up by Johnstown? That Dad took me up there the one time. They had fucking rainbows in there that big.
That's what this was up there in Van Horn.
Yeah, they got 3-footers in their rainbow trout.
Yep,
Big
the
fuckers.
breeders.
Yeah.
Yep.
The browns in there are just as big too.
Yeah, they're
That's
beautiful.
How's
Brown
work
trout and
going,
rainbow
Rich?
trout, they get fucked.
Okay.
All right, love you,
I
mother.
gotta go get something.
Yep.
Oh, the sun's out.
For like a second.
Okay, Ram. When he's done, will you get me another cup of coffee?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, were you brewing fucking coffee? Fucking
Yeah.
7 o'clock at night.
Dude, I gotta work.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I decided to do a live before I work. I definitely ain't gonna do one. Oh yeah, never heard
How
to
long?
wearing stuff. Huh?
How long are you guys gonna be gone? Is it gonna go another week?
What do you mean?
When we go
When you
camping.
Oh, I'm leaving the 14th. We're leaving the
Which is a
14th,
Friday, I imagine.
right? And then we'll be back Monday.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
17th.
I was hoping you'd be back later. Because then I could fucking wait till these guys go to work. Because they go to work at like, what, fucking 2:30, 3 a.m. And I can sit out there with a shotgun, put a pile of corn, and I'll shoot the rats all night. And not have to worry about waking anyone up. That's why I don't shoot
Well,
them.
they work during the day.
Yeah, but they leave early in the morning.
Yeah,
I've
they
heard,
gotta be to work at like 5:30.
yeah, I've heard them leave at 3 a.m. But that's why I don't go out there shooting, because I know the guns are going to wake the dogs up fucking going out there late at night, because you're not going to be able to shoot them this time of day. They ain't going to come out.
No, they start coming out here in the chicken coop because I don't lock them up anymore.
Yeah,
I
it's summertime.
Yeah,
Well, even in May, if you still want to do it on the 17th, you got shells for 22. I'll set out there with you and pick them up for the 22.
Well, the thing is, I'm like I said, people waking up. I want to do it late at night when I know they're going to be.
we're
fucking
just
staring
gonna
at
have to let them know that, say on a Friday night that, or I'll wait till a weekend that it's their weekend at Graham.
Well, that's what I'll just do. I'll just wait till you guys leave and tell them I'm going to be out there with a gun. So don't go to fucking sleep till like after midnight.
Probably not, Paul.
Because I know lately they've been telling your grandmother they've been going to bed at like 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah, they won't be fucking with me. Covered right.
No, there's a jug right there in front of your face.
They, boom.
Yeah, and there's a part one up there on the show.
Well, I know the bears on the wall.
You always have a little bit. That's right. The other day I emptied and forgot to put water in.
Yeah, I still want to shoot the 44.
Oh yeah, he wants to shoot. What? I always ask you, what the hell is the one
gun.
that sounds like a damn cannon? That you guys are out by the the one you were out by the creek with Andrew that day and it frickin' sound like you were standing in the backyard.
Well, I mean, all my guns do that because they're over 30 caliber, 30-06 sounds like that. The balls in the gun and my 45-70. I mean, the 12 gauge sounds like that too.
I know, but it isn't the 4570.
I think he was
That's
saying
that
that's
louder. The
4570.
7.62 by 5.4 are.
I don't know, both of them are about the same loudness, but it's got to be definitely that 45-70 because the energy that comes off of them fucking things is nuts.
Well, I don't remember which one it was.
Andrew said when he was standing next to me, he could feel the fucking thing go off his chest.
I'd love to shoot that.
It's a midget gun.
That's a what?
Midget gun.
Is that the
Literally
Russian one?
No, the Russian one's the 7.62.
I don't know. Partridge?
And I told her to pick me up ammo, but she didn't. So there ain't no shooting any guns because I'm on bullets. I got 22 and shotgun, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, it's a
one's
little
down
bit.
here is a 44 and whatever's in the Remington.
I only got 10 rounds for the 45-70, and those are getting saved for hunting season. I got only 5 rounds from the 30-06. I mean, I got a shit ton of 7.6 too. I
Well,
still
yeah,
got
because
fucking
that's the one
70.
I found you out in Iowa, but I couldn't find the other ones.
Well, I already had. You got me the box of Winchester. Those are the ones I saved for hunting. I'm talking about the ones I got. I got 3 boxes of the Armor Pearson. I got 75 rounds of that shit left. They go right through fucking trees like butter.
Oh, no shit.
Oh yeah. We're going through fucking vests and shit, like police vests.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah.
Doing the what,
That's my
Paul?
type of bullet right there.
It's for there were snipers using them to go through helmets. World War II. That's what they were. That's what they're for, shooting people in the head, coming up over.
Yeah, that's the one
shit.
you got the bayonet for, right?
Yeah, it's got a little. It's not a knife bayonet. It's just a pig sticker bayonet. So just a sharpened point, really. It's got no blade on it, no edge. It's just a round fucking thing, probably about as big as round my thumb until you get to the tip, and then it's like a goddamn paring knife, just tiny, like a screwdriver. Like it pumps with a sharp screwdriver.
I don't know what you're talking about, Paul.
I said, I bet they got sharp.
Oh yeah, it's sharp. It'll poke right through you.
Yeah.
I mean, I only killed the one deer with it, but I shot it with a hollow point. There's no exit wound, but big ass entrance wound. Probably bottom of your coffee cup size.
Yeah. Gun I want to get, I was telling your mom about, that they just made legal that you can hunt with in the lower part of Michigan. It's Bushmaster 450 Bushmaster.
Yeah, you're allowed to use the Bushmasters of the AR, right? That's what you're talking about?
No, it's a rifle, but it's made for like Michigan, lower Michigan. You can use that because the bullet doesn't travel a mile with a 30-06 or a 30-30.
Oh, so it's low caliber. Well, I mean, 30-30s don't travel far anyway.
Yeah.
Like Ohio's got the same thing. You're only allowed to hunt with like fucking.
I don't know, Paul.
Straight.
Never heard of it.
Shit like 30-30s, 45-70s, shotguns.
Yeah, because the bullets on them.
Hey, Elliot, how you doing?
But
they're straight wall. There's no taper.
yeah, there's no taper.
So they're probably like 44, 45, stuff like that.
Sure, I couldn't stay in the live the other day too long.
You got that caliber too. You got a bunch of big calibers.
Because the end of them, the casing is like that, and it comes down.
My hair is getting so long.
Then it almost hit the bullet itself is like the cone.
And of course,
the ones I'm
the job I work tonight,
yeah,
straight wall.
I had to keep my hair up.
Like
I gotta wear a freaking hat.
Yeah, but you had deer with that.
Oh, all right, Paul.
First year that he got one.
She tried it already, or she's going
looked
to?
like somebody just picked him up and body slammed him right where he was at. Pulling him was like that going in, coming out like that.
Yeah, probably a 444 then.
Yeah,
that's bigger than the 45-70.
That is one of the only ones that freaking about knocked me on my butt.
Other than I used to have a fucking Weatherby mag, 300 Weatherby mag boost gun.
Yeah,
big boost gun, bigger than the 45-70.
Yeah, it's getting long. Like this part.
When I was a kid, I
ain't used to having it. Because I normally always keep it shaved up, trying to like grow it out.
Like 1,500.
My hair grows so freaking slow, and it doesn't matter.
The 303 British, like the British one.
Yeah.
And, like 308s and shit like that.
I wish my hair grew as fast as.
I mean, it could I'm thinking 444 isn't even a whole lot.
Her hair grows really fast.
No, it wasn't a 30 caliber, but like
the only time mine grew fast was when I was pregnant for my kids. Other than that, it was freaking slow.
It's like you pull that trigger, it's like a cannon.
Thank you, Paul.
Out. Yeah, like I said, when he hit it,
it throws me off because I'm so used to having, the sides and the whole back and everything shaved, and now with it getting longer, I've had it shaved for. My God,
shot it right up the crotch. He cut her open, nothing but liquid came out. No heart, no lungs.
7 years, I think. I've been keeping it shaved on the side.
Like I said, the bullets probably about that long.
Yeah, probably 4.
But once it gets longer, I want to get it perm.
Like if you get hollow point 45-70 rounds, then fucking leave some.
I gotta get it trimmed again.
Shrapnel.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's why you don't do shoulder shots. You do
throws me off like when I have it down because like Walmart gets so hot
Like when I hit that
in the warehouse that I'd have to wear it up. And plus I had 4 fans that are like this big that hang down and they're tipped down like this.
That's what I used to like about
So they
my
blow
shotgun.
right on you.
The deer slayers.
And I can't stand my hair
Stuff that I got
blowing in
from a
my
guy I used
face.
to work for when I was 15.
Yeah.
And had that all the way up until.
No, Paul, you need to get them trimmed.
But I had that had a
Or waxed.
20 gauge single shot.
Yeah,
You cannot have like, I gotta do his
That's
eyebrows.
a nice gun.
Yeah, mine was single shot, had Damascus.
Freaking
steel,
shave 'em
fucking
off.
zebra. It was amazing. Oh, traded it for a crossbow.
Yeah. I had
I feel like these girls shave them off and then draw them on them.
crossbow. I spent
That would be freaking
Mine was
hilarious.
a recurve.
I think he'd be a little
everything on
pissed
mine
off
that
though.
when I bought it, I got hard shell case. I spent over $1,200 for the bullets and stuff and the field tips and stuff. When it hit, it would
There-
open up, but it would spin like a
Oh, where
slide.
the hell was I?
And
When I drove truck, there's this one guy that worked for the same company. I swear his eyebrows stuck like this far off, like his face.
Yeah, and I had
It was like so freaking hilarious. I'm like, dude, your freaking eyebrows are out of control. You need to do something with those. It literally looked like he had freaking 2 caterpillars just hanging out, like
that thing was bad.
really long.
The sight on it was an infrared sight, so whatever that red dot was on was where you were hitting.
Yeah.
And it was sharp.
I sighted mine and I could shoot 100
If
yards.
you go to the barber, they'll trim your eyebrows for
I mean,
you.
it was 300-pound pullback.
Because when I cut my hair shaved on the side, I thought about going to the barber and
I'm pulling it back with one fucking hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't like them compounds, because they're 400 or 500 pounds. And, you know, the string on them is different than the recurve. And
Well, that's not good, Paul. I had a friend of mine, Bill,
Yeah.
That's why most of them come with cranks built
that I
right
worked
in
with
the
JB
drop.
Hunt when we were on the
Like mine, it had
Walmart account doing groceries.
Put the little
He had
hook
eczema on his face really bad, and he had to use this
string in, right?
Well, yeah, mine.
special cream
mine
on
was
his
cord,
face,
but
and,
second, set it down, put your foot in
because
the
his
other
whole
one.
face would get like all
Yeah,
flaky.
And you put the string right in your pocket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when he shaved and stuff, it'd be like twice as bad. And I'm like, dude, put your cream on, or even get some lotion that's scented or whatever, and rub that on in between times, because it would get bad and raw.
Yeah, I've seen ones like that. Like
And plus, he wouldn't leave it alone.
recurve.
Like my kids, when they were babies, they had eczema. I used to have to put,
I
I
got from
think it was hydrocortisone cream on them.
shit. I was probably like 12 and stuff, but it's a bear slow medallion
Yeah, it'll start to help after a while. Just
with it fully strong.
you just gotta make sure that you use it.
Draw was like.
Because like I said, I know his was like he had it really bad on his nose and like where his mustache and stuff was. And he'd have to be like really careful, like even just shaving his face, because like I said, it'd just get raw.
75 all the way back to your fucking chin.
Yep. Yeah, they're nice. I love bow hunting. I love hunting.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of cream that is.
First time I went,
You gotta make sure that you have the shot, because you can't hold fucking the string.
I get it sometimes on my arms, especially in the winter time. I'll get it on my arms, and I just use the Lubriderm or
with bow hunting, one
whatever
thing
the hell it is.
I know with bow hunting, like guys will sit there and say, "Man, you hardly see any deer during firearm and stuff because everybody's shooting." But
And
out
this
there
thing,
bow hunting, you get right.
this one, he'd crazy. I think I need to send him to boot camp
I
with
don't know if
Brutal
you've ever
Bob.
bow hunted before, but talk about it in the
But
drilling room.
you should have seen Bear Rummy when
When
we first got back from freaking. Oh, all right. I think I've heard of that before. When we first got home,
Yeah,
And the max pound set it.
because I would let Jonathan talk to the dogs, especially Remy, so he knew his voice and stuff. Because Remy's just people selective, and he goes by like how I feel, like my energy. So
Oh yeah, that's like
Not that he bites people, just
what is it? I
he's
wanna say
a
it's
big
either
doofus,
Matthew
and
or the
you
Brown,
know,
draw weight 75, but release.
and technically he's a staffy, not a pity,
was
but
like,
they all
he
look the
said-
same. But you know yourself,
it's like 90.
if he like goes running across the yard,
PSI
you
release
know,
weight. That's good.
they see him, you know, pity, and you know, people get scared of him. And like I said, he's not bit anybody. He just likes to play, and he gets overly excited.
Yeah,
Like taking him to the vet, I can't even talk to the girls because he loves all them girls so much that he just freaking goes so crazy and he gets so loud, like I cannot even hear myself think. But when we do go to the vet, if there's a lot of dogs in there, I'll call him
yeah.
and be like, hey, let me know when you have a room and I'll bring him in the other door.
And stuff when
Just because I know how people are, you know, when they see, you know, that breed of dog,
that I got when I lived
makes
in
them feel some sort of way. But they're not even the top one that bites. So,
right here, right above my
and it's crazy because, like, when I had my house in North Carolina, German Shepherd was on that list because they didn't even want to carry my insurance because of him. And I had
I
him
never had
trained
problem with my wrist. It's always my shoulders
through canine classes. Not like police canine classes, but they trained all different, you know, you go to big class, puppy class, but it's still canine training. But he was a big boy. His dad, and I'm not even joking, my kid's father was like 5'6", and when his father stood up on his back legs would tower over him. And when, because his name was Bear, his AKC name was Tasha's White Bear. He was a pure white German Shepherd. And when he stood up and put his paws up on my shoulder, his head was like up here. He's like way taller than me.
Yeah.
But he'd be like 95 in the summertime
People think these crossbows
because I'd be out playing ball. He loved playing ball. And let me tell you, you could go out and play ball with him, tennis ball or whatever, for like an hour. If you went and walked away from him because he'd want to keep playing, he'd nip you right in the butt. He's like, nope, we're not done yet, man. We're not done.
My stepmom's brother John. He was bow hunting down at Dad's house. Biggest buck of his life walks in front of him.
But Bear and Remy both love playing ball too. And Remy, he destroyed his ball because I had him one of those non-deflatable balls where even if, you know, he poked a hole in it, it stayed, you know, inflated basically. But yeah, he shredded that all over the backyard.
Yep.
So I gotta try to find him another one.
Little tiny sapling about the size of your fucking finger.
Oh, wow.
Sticking right in it. All of his on end of the broadhead, hair.
Jeez.
Stopped right before it got there.
Yeah.
Crossbow bolts from back in the day, rip right through that fucking thing and then some.
But yeah, they both went nuts. Now, it's like,
one deer I got.
you know, Remy's been, you know, so it'd just be a me, him, and Bear in the bed.
Not with a bow, I've only shot.
So when we go to bed, it's like you got to fight with Rem, and he's not white by any means. I don't even know what he is. I had to get him to the vet.
I don't think I've heard of the Swikers, but like.
But yeah, trying to move him is like freaking trying to move a damn horse.
Broadhead says tongue bow. Leaves the hole like a slug.
And he is a bed hog, and then he has to be under the blanket. And the worst part is he'll get out of the blanket, come up by your face, and he'll literally sit there and stare at you until you let him back in the blanket.
Oh, no, had those little rubber bands that held them up there. But when it hit the deer, it had these little prongs sticking out the sides, and the blade just opened right up, 3.5 inches wide.
You get me some more coffee.
Yeah.
You could put your whole arm right down the fucking wound.
Okay. Sounds like my type of broadhead.
See, I thought that would
I had to fucking sight my bow in 3 times.
if it's just me and Remy,
grains, the ones I
you know, I don't worry too much because of the energy, but you know, you know yourself, everybody has like different energy, and your animals feed off you. So
an arrow's gonna spin.
Jamie put off a little
But,
bit different
like
energy
with
than
that,
me, so
Broadhead, you're talking about, as soon as it
I
hits,
don't know, it made him
it opens,
act like more
and
retarded,
it's
I
still
think.
doing the
But
spinning like a slug. But
I never
takes some massive
had to put a muzzle on him.
Don't
Just
really spin,
I don't like
you
bringing
know,
them in the
spin.
vet if there's like a ton of freaking dogs in there.
Right.
Because when you first walk in, they
Oh,
have
yeah,
the
the
first
way
waiting
It
room,
was I was hunting up by Rogers Orchard.
and then
where Mom gets
on the
water.
backside there's another
Yeah,
waiting room
right
where
as you
they
come
have
under
like
that
the
road,
medicated
push
dog
up there.
food and
Yeah,
that kind of
that
stuff.
bank right down there.
Normally, if there's only a couple people in, I'll go sit over there.
oh wow.
But the deer,
And they
you know,
normally
that
get us
house
in
right
pretty
after
quick
that pole
because,
up
like
right
I
there,
said, with him being
that first road
that
on the right,
breed,
when you come
everybody
down
gets
there,
nervous. So,
house up on the hill
and
on
I
the
don't
left,
want
they
to
got a
make
bunch of apple trees
people
in the backyard.
nervous, and I definitely don't want their dogs to be nervous.
Running
So,
down the fucking hill all the time.
if I see a lot of cars in the parking lot, I'll call them and be like, "Hey, me and you're here. Let me know when you get a room, and I'll come in the other door."
Yeah.
So, you know, when
It just makes it easier. Like I said, plus he gets so loud and so excited because he loves all the vet techs. You can't hear.
Heart was literally not even connected.
He just starts so freaking loud it like hurts your head.
Yep. Yeah.
And Barry, he don't know what to think. He gets scared.
Just fucking shredded. But
When he was
That's crazy.
when he was sick when we first got back from his separation anxiety, he didn't like the idea of the vet tech taking him and stuff, or the vet touching him or anything. He was like crawling up on me. But little baby did the same thing.
Is yours like the newer one where it breaks down?
Yeah, and got a shotgun primer.
Yeah, that's one surprised Manny.
And
if you think about it, you know, where do we take our pets? I mean, granted, yeah, you know, we take them.
I don't like the
Like, if we're going camping in the one spot, I would bring Remy with us because the campsites are so far apart and you don't need to worry about anything. But where we're going up the Cedar River, if we camp there by Cedar River Flow, it's called, because there's a dam there.
Yeah, like mine.
There's a lot of people there.
Was
and
had the dual trigger.
If we go back in Moose River Plains, but I don't know how bad the road's gonna be, and we're taking our car because my daughter's still using her truck.
And then, you know, when you go to
hopefully they're gonna be getting her a car soon because they sold the car that I bought her.
But
and they had looked at 2 cars, but I guess they weren't good enough or whatever. So I don't know.
Open it up, you can put all your wads in there.
Yeah, that's what it's for, is a wad. You can't keep gunpowder in there.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
You keep your caps in there. Caps and wads, this one goes in there. Uncle Bob had fucking 6 muzzle loaders. All of them were the same exact style. Every one of them the same brand, same style, 6 of them. Same kind.
Yeah.
They were all walnut finished. The whole hammer ones, you know. They took the caps on the nipple and everything.
Yeah. If you wind up selling your muzzle loader.
This one here.
No, practice what?
And one day I freaking forgot to close the one,
probably like 250.
the chicken yard. I didn't pull the door shut. The door shut, and 2 of the hens got out. And I told Bear, I'm like, go get the chickens. So he'd go and he'd pin them up against the side of the fence so I can grab them, but he don't hurt them or anything.
Sorry, babe. Got into hunting with the son.
Dusty is big.
That's a muzzle loader I got you.
Yeah.
The muzzle loader.
Oh no, what, Judy?
Probably a little rusty too, but all you need to do is run down with them all.
Oh yeah, he is. He's funny because it's happened like a couple of times where the 2 of the hens that got out with my pet rooster, he's gone, and he won't hurt them. He'll literally chase them around right to the pen and get them there so I can grab them. It is one of these days I'll have to get a video of it, but he's so funny.
Oh shit! Oh okay. That's the hammer that strikes.
Oh yeah. And then the other set of chickens, my barred rocks, and the one hen, Crystal named her Moo because she's black and white. And I had left their door open, and he chased him right in. They didn't want anything to do with it, and then I was in the big coop, and I had left the door open a little bit too far, and Bear comes in the coop, and he's like trying to herd the chickens inside the coop. I'm like, Bear, get out. But he's funny when it comes to the chickens. Like I said, he doesn't hurt them, but he'll hurt them right, back to the coop and stuff so I can grab them. And they know they'll like be trying to get back in, but they'll run. I'll pull it open a little bit, but they don't have like the sense to go back through the opening. So he'll normally get it up by the fence where I can grab her and put them back in, because the hens that are in with my pet rooster, them 4 hens come from our friend Connie down the road, and they were all free range. Well, coming up here, I don't do free range because I chased a bobcat the one night right here by the freaking house. Because when they screech, they sound like a woman screaming. So, oh, that's the one that comes all apart and you stick in your backpack, right?
No, that's one of the folks at Hatfield.
Oh, all right. But so I chased it and shot towards it, and it hasn't been back. But you never know. And with all the dogs, I don't chance, having the chickens run around like if the dogs got loose, because I don't want them to get hurt.
You need to scope on the people.
So,
yeah, both of them.
but yeah, he's a good boy when it comes to it. Remy don't, when we first got the chickens and we put them out in the yard when we just had the one coop, Remy goes over and put his muzzle right in the coop through the chain link fence, and the one chicken come over and like pecked him, and he typically won't mess with him.
Oh yeah.
But the main coop, they all follow me around like they're freaking dogs. They see me or hear me, they'll come running out of the coop, and like if I'm walking around their yard like this, they follow me all the way around.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's wicked. I've never seen a 12 gauge.
Yeah, the first time Bear did it, I was surprised. I'm like, Bear, go get the chicken. And we went right after.
The fucking top of the barrel comes right off.
It was like chasing her around the yard to get her back over, by me. And I don't know. To me, it's cute.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. That one's
I'll show you that one.
yeah. That one's sharp though.
All right, Paul.
12 gauge to look at.
Have a good night. Sleep good. Tell Sarah we said hi.
So Paul, I'm sorry, I was talking to my son about hunting and drooling over guns. That
He
12
can
gauge,
hear you.
that 12 gauge is sharp.
That thing kicks like a horse. There's no recoil pad on that 12 gauge.
Oh,
And you think somebody hits you with a hammer.
I'll shoot it.
I'm not saying you won't shoot it. I'm just saying that thing kicks like a mule.
That's wild.
That's how the safety works.
I don't know. I'll stick with my 44 mag and the 20 gauge. Now 30-06 that
Yeah, that's why I shut that.
Ron has, his dad had bought for me for my birthday 1 year.
It was actually Russian too.
I think I was pregnant for Ronnie, and I told him, I said, nobody, right, Rich? I told him, I said, nobody's shooting that gun. I said, that's going to our son. I wouldn't let him shoot it, and I kept it in a case, had a big plastic case for it, and I would dust it, and the only bullet and I still had all the tags on it. And the only person that's ever shot it is him.
Yeah. That'd be, oh yeah. That'd be kind of weird trying to shoot that left hand.
Well, yeah, because the axe is right here. He slapped his over in the face every time.
Yeah.
I mean, right-handed, all you gotta do, it stops right there. Right before it gets to your face.
That's sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom likes doing that. I'm not good with a moving target. That's the only problem. It's one thing that I'm not. Excuse you. Nobody wants to see you doing that.
It's just like, got them tapers.
Anything I shoot has to be standing still.
Like, poking the weird ass arrow.
You should have moved your target. You just stop.
I know the concept. It don't work for me.
It works for me because I got all midget guns.
Yeah.
Except for that 30-06. That thing was a little too long.
Yeah. Next one.
But yeah, mom likes doing it. We still got I think she's still got a bunch of boxes of clay pigeons actually, because her and my dad used to do the clay pigeons.
In his room and collects dust.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I told him. I said,
Oh, I bet, Judy. I bet.
Come off of it. Like shit. Man.
Well, that's, but I can, if I'd have seen it, Paul, that'd have been a different story, but I didn't see it. And like I said, it's a big difference with no snow to snow. Because when they're standing in the brown, and granted, yeah, you may be able to make out the silhouette of the frickin' deer, but I ain't shooting through brush with the, unless I know that I'm gonna hit it.
And this is,
Yeah, that's my favorite one that he has. That that doesn't surprise me either, Rich.
go.
Oh yeah, I would love to shoot this one.
Oh, I knew what you meant, Rich.
Have you ever watched that movie, fucking Jurassic World? It's the same one.
Someone else is the same way.
There's the only one they had there with a peep sight, so I got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
he
this
shoots
thing sounds
retarded like your sister.
Huh?
This one?
This thing sounds like
What?
Gonna shoot retarded like your sister.
What?
Left-handed.
I don't shoot left-handed.
I'm talking Jonathan.
Well, Bob's
I'm not-
left-handed too.
Could you imagine? Yeah,
That's
gonna,
how.
That's how I shoot.
That's how you frickin' shoot the damn thing.
I'm left. I write with this hand.
Yeah, you hold it in your right and pull the trigger with your left.
This is how I shoot. I've gotten many deer shooting like that. Watch, come this deer season, I'll show you.
Oh yeah, when my scope busts you in the frickin' face, and I'll be sitting there laughing as you're picking yourself up off the ground.
I won't need a rifle. Give me a 12 gauge. Let me.
I'll give you mom frickin' let you use mom's little frickin' 20 gauge pump.
That's a Remington 870, if I remember right.
Yeah.
With that small ass barrel, that's a slug barrel.
That's a 20 gauge, yeah. It's got a deer barrel on it too, not a fucking beef, like a piece of shit. Fucking.
No, the bird barrel is longer than your slug barrel. But we
Where do you
never
call it
changed the
upstairs,
barrels. Huh?
I got some upstairs.
Well,
20 gauge.
yeah, it's in the room.
But
In the corner.
yeah, because I looked at that barrel. That is a small ass barrel for a slug barrel.
No, the slug barrels are always short. Your bird shot barrel is long.
Yeah.
So it stays tight and then the BB spread out. Where that one, because we never switch it for bird shot. We never take it off the slug barrel.
But
Remember how baby was? She'd bring it down and she'd frickin' shake out of her frickin' skin.
yeah, I'd love to shoot that.
Like I said, as soon as I get some more bullets.
Well, I gotta see what I gotta do to frickin' get more bullets. I'll have to go to
Well,
Frank's.
you're going up north, I was going to say, Sean Frank's.
But
Because you got the new shop, Harley fucking Davidson dealership up there.
Yeah.
because even though I shoot left-handed, I'll drop a deer in a heartbeat.
I mean, they got left-handed guns.
Well, that's how Brittany shoots as left-handed.
See, most people, they don't know this, but left-handed guns are always a fucking $100 more expensive is because there's so little people that are actually left-handed. It's only like fucking 10% of the world's population is left-handed, so they make guns right-handed.
Yeah.
And it always, like, if you get a gun made, like specifically made, it's always going to cost you a shit ton more to get it left-handed.
Yeah, because me trying to put it, I'd feel like a fucktard out of my element.
You look like a freaking fucktard with on your left shoulder.
I've always, from the time I've been
Well, you're gonna
14
learn to
years
shoot
old,
the other way.
I can't even see down the fucking sight
Well,
right-handed.
I was going to say, try switching arms. You can't see worth the fuck. It's because you're not used to doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you're used to doing this way. That's why it's just so fucking natural.
Yeah, to me, that's natural. But see, like, that, I don't even see that. All I'm seeing is right down the side of the.
Yeah, but see, now if you switch, try to shoot a right-handed gun left-handed, guess what? You're getting all that fucking powder that comes up out of here when that gun goes up in your
Right in his face.
But, well, it's
But no,
like
I used to
shotgun.
do a lot of target shooting with
So-
my dad. We had the 7mm mag.
Side.
Well, that's why.
That's the one that bruised my dad
I
after
see.
like freaking one
That's
clip.
what always fucking
And I ran
confused me
2
about
from it.
this.
Didn't even have a
It's 'cause
freaking mark on my
It's got a
shoulder.
hex screw in there.
But I don't like shooting 12 gauges.
Because that's not the actual hammer.
My brother
Yeah,
had
So you can get
an old
easier with your
12 gauge
Yeah.
thumb.
that was
Take
our
that right out
grandpa's.
with an Allen wrench,
with the peep
flip it
sights.
around, so in case.
And I shot that thing freaking one time.
Why not make it for
I'm like,
right-handed
nope,
since it's a
never again.
right-handed gun?
And then the single
Yeah.
shot that Ronnie has, there's no recoil pad on it. So
Yeah.
that thing is like being kicked by a damn horse.
But yeah,
Yeah, most of my guns don't have recoil pads. This thing doesn't got one either.
It has more than that freaking 12 gauge does.
Most of the got a metal plate.
but
I'm
yeah,
pretty
that-
sure that's what the
from
12
time
gauge
I've been
has too.
14 years old. That's how I've always shot.
It's plastic.
Well, same difference, Ron. Plastic or metal, there's no rubber there.
It's got a plastic butt plate that thick. That's all it is. For that 12 gauge.
That's still
Jamie hated freaking shooting that freaking thing. And then she was nervous about shooting the 44. And I'm like, that thing don't even kick as 22.
that. See, that's a lot of concept. Like people be afraid to shoot a gun. You can't be if you're gonna use a firearm, especially for hunting. You can't be afraid of the gun.
If you're a gun guy, you know what guns can fucking do.
Well, yeah, because
I
common
was
sense.
scared of shooting that Weatherby mag, man, because I never shot anything that big before. It's literally got an inch and a half more than a 7mm mag.
Well, I'm saying, yeah.
That's why I said that 44 that Ed used to have before Dad built that wooden one that we shot off of before. It was just an old freaking table with a metal folding chair. And Dad had the gun rest up
Yeah,
there.
it's like the little
And we're-
skinny girl
we're
with the hunting course. Shot a 20 gauge and she just falls backwards.
Sitting out here.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah,
And that thing almost knocked me over in the freaking chair.
you spot. I'm saying, yeah, you're supposed to have somewhat of fear because you got to respect the fire because you know what it's going to do. But I'm saying, as far as okay, well, I want to go hunt with a firearm, but I'm going to be afraid to shoot this gun or be afraid to use this gun. If that's the case, you might as well put that gun back in the case and sit there on the couch.
I'm not afraid to shoot anything. I just don't
I traded
like
it. I got a Remington Model 25
the 12
pump
gauges.
action rifle, 25-20. Fucking
You didn't keep that gun
Because-
long.
No, the 300. I traded it for the Remington, the pump, that little midget gun I got.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only reason I'm saying that is because, yeah, a lot of people, oh yeah, I'm going to go out and shoot a gun. They have no respect for the firearm because they ain't looking at the fact of what it can do.
Yeah, we'll just
I
put
mean,
a
you
shell
can-
in a pair of vice grips
That's why
and hit
I
it with a
always lean
hammer.
against the tree. I always have it like this against the tree.
Well, that's why I put my arm through the sling.
I got a sling right on my.
Well, if I'm standing
It's because
free
this
up.
is a short gun, so if I got my hand underneath the sling, that thing's gonna pinch the shit out of you once that recoil.
Yeah, but I wrap it through my arm,
Well, this is
even with the 44.
So even like with
short
short guns,
wrapping that up in your arm because it's short and it's not cloth, it's rubber.
But see,
It
even
feels all weird.
Yeah, but I have it in my, well, I'd have to show me.
well, like with me, with
Dad taught me how to do it, but yeah, but then I push it out with my arm, and it lets you hold it steadier.
I just think that's why I'm always. Well, see, Dad taught me, and he's always standing by a fucking tree. So
see,
Well, yeah,
I
your
never-
first year hunt season, you were sleeping by the tree, and your dad's like, "You gonna wake up and shoot this damn deer or what?"
no, it wasn't one tree. It was a bunch of hemlocks and little short-native pine trees. It was like 6 of them growing in like a
The horseshoe
shape.
see, I've never stood against a tree shooting a gun. I mean, I've sat in ground blinds when I was a teenager with shotgun shooting.
Well, no, I don't lean against the tree. I
But
rest my hands. Like that's.
All right, guys, I'm gonna shut her down so I can get ready for work, and
me, I've always.
I'm not sure we'll be live tomorrow. Not at work tomorrow night too, but I said I'll put the notification up if we are.
Shotgun, like I've been, you know.
But thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. I greatly appreciate it, and I have missed all of you, and definitely miss doing lives. But we shall catch you on the next one. Much love and God bless.
Young deer, probably 2 years old. Had a